Well, good afternoon, everybody. Matt M. Roy back again. And yes, it is afternoon. It's about 12:30 on Saturday. I really thought I was going to be able to do a garage sale find video for you guys. There were two that are good community sales. Are normally very good in my area. They were nothing this year. I went over. There's an area by my house. Well, maybe about 20 miles from my house called Driver, and they had a community sale today. It was supposed to be most of the community participating. Wound up having two houses. So, it is what it is. It's getting, towards the end of October. A lot of people are busy getting ready for Halloween because Halloween is actually coming up next week. And that is a big thing in our area. Our neighborhood usually puts on a Halloween parade for the kids. I think that's going to be this Sunday. My plans for this year, I think we're going to stay home. I'm going to be handing out candy like I usually do. Dad is going to go up to Dairy Queen, and he's going to hand out candy there because they do that usually. I don't know. We'll see what happens, but I find that we do get quite a few kids, and I have friends with a lot of the neighbors that have kids, and they like coming over and seeing us and letting us hand out candy. And usually, I'll put out a stereo and I'll cover it with, and it'll have like spooky sounds for the kids, just something fun. I know a lot of my Christian friends probably don't celebrate Halloween, and I've wrestled with that in the past as well, but I look at it as just something fun for the kids. Now, if you really wanted to, I believe there is actually another day that you can celebrate. It's actually, they called it the Christian Halloween, which I think is actually the day after the regular Halloween. But like I said, it's all in good fun, and we just really enjoy it around here. So what have I been up to recently? Well, I haven't done too much. I did go out this morning. I picked up a few little items. One of the local people, in my neighbor, she does couponing. She was having what she calls a couponing garage sale, and I was able to pick up this St. Ives. This one is skin renewing. This one's got the collagen, and this was pretty cheap. It was only $2.50, and these actually sell for over $10 online, so that's not really a bad deal. And as you guys know, I need to use a lot of lotion because I have very, very dry skin at times, especially when the winter comes. Yeah, I need to have this kind of stuff. So 21 ounces, not bad. And a lot of you guys, doesn't matter where you live, you really should look out for those. They're called couponing yard sales. There are a lot of people out there that I know most of you guys have probably seen Extreme Couponing, which is on TLC. A lot of people do that, and what they do is when they get their stockpiles up too high, they don't have room for it anymore, they'll actually have garage sales, and that's what this lady does. And you can get stuff really, really cheap. Like I got about that for about 75% off. You figure I paid $2.50, and that's normally $10. And you can find everything here. She didn't have a lot of lotion left. That actually gets sold out pretty early in the morning. So if you're looking for lotion, make sure you get there early. But she had shampoo, conditioner. She had, the wax melds. I know you guys have seen my Scentscapes wax diffuser, the Yankee Candle one. This is it right over here. And she had a few of these. These are actually, let me see if I can get you a better picture. These are Fluorescence Fresh Bright Delight. This is like a 6-berry one. And the one I actually just put in here is an apple cinnamon one. And boy, do they have a really nice scent. And I like to do that at night sometimes. My dad, being a massage therapist, he was always stressing how good aromatherapy is for you. And, there are different scents for different moods. Like if you want to calm down and get a good night's sleep, then apple's a good choice. Vanilla is a good choice. For energy, I think lemon, I always heard, is very good to give you energy, but not like the anxious kind of jittery energy. Just good, steady energy throughout the day. And it's definitely worth looking into. If you're like me, tend to be a little bit anxious of a person, then anything helps. I mean, you never want to medicate yourself if you don't have to, and I don't. Thank God, I don't take any medication for that, and I just do what I can. So I turn that on usually around 5 or 6 at night, and the scent goes through the entire upstairs of the house, and it actually helps not just me, but helps mom and dad sleep as well. You know, and like I said, it's very, very healthy for you. Well, I'm going to see what else. Hopefully, we're going to be doing the fire tonight. I just found out it's going to get down in the 40s, which is absolutely beautiful weather for a pit fire. Anything warmer than that, you get into the mid 50s, low 60s. It's just too hot. It's not enjoyable, and you know you don't want to stay out there for any length of time. It's no fun sitting out there and sweating because you have a fire when it's 60 degrees out. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully the weather will cooperate tonight, and we'll have some fun. I'm about to head out to lunch. Like I said, I have a little we have a little lunch meeting today with the car club. So I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. Wow, that was weird. I just started up the camera on my cell phone, and it recorded about maybe 5 seconds of video and then just cut off. I don't know, maybe the SD card's going out on it or something. Well, I figure I'm going to go make myself a cup of coffee real quick. I've only had one this morning, and that was one of the McDonald's McCafe cups, which I usually love. But unfortunately, I got it around 8:30, and I think they probably brewed it around 5:30. I don't know if you guys have ever had McCafe coffee when it's old, but it tastes like mud. That is so weird. It happened again. I think I'm going to have to check this SD card and see if it's going bad, because it just keeps cutting out after like different intervals. It lasted about a minute, so we'll see what happens. I'm going to try one of these K-Cups. These are the Keurig View Cups. I actually got these off of FreeCycle. I got 4 boxes of these things. And you can see I got 3 more up here. If the camera will go up that high. It's 2 in front and then 1 in back. And some lady over, maybe 4 or 5 miles from my house bought them, and she said that her older Keurig, they wouldn't work on them and she couldn't return them. So she just put them up on FreeCycle. If you guys have that in your area, definitely check it out. I don't always find good things there, but you never know. Every once in a while you come across something you're definitely going to want. But if you guys haven't seen the View Cups, they look extremely different. This is a View Cup. Basically, it has a little number there, and that tells you on your Keurig 2.0 where you have to set it. In this case, it's a number 4. Just to show you guys, this is a Keurig View Cup, and this is a regular K-Cup. So that's the difference, and it almost looks like they wouldn't work in the same system. But if you look at the Keurig 2.0, and I actually had one in there, you can see that the regular K-Cup fits in just like that. Now with the View Cup, you have this little lever here that gets pushed down, so when you put the K-Cup in there, you actually have to put it in with some force, and it's actually hard to do it with one hand sometimes. And then once you have the Keurig, instead of it just going to the brew setting, it comes to this. And it tells me that I need to select brew setting number 4, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. I want to brew a 10-ounce cup of coffee, and I do want it strong because this tends to be a little bit on the weak side. And once you've done that, you just click the brew button. It actually takes a little bit longer to brew that way. I almost lost you guys there. It takes a little bit longer to brew that way, and that's mainly because it's making it a little bit stronger. It takes, when I say longer, instead of maybe 30 seconds, it takes about a minute to brew. One other thing I wanted to let you guys know, there is a YouTube user out there that has grown steadily over the years, and Mom and I really enjoy his stuff, and that is Nomadic Fanatic. He basically lives in a motorhome. It's a Tioga motorhome, an older one, and he goes across the country, and he basically does vlogs like this about his life. He has the cutest cat, too. His name is Jax. I believe he said it was a Maine Coon Ragdoll mix, so very interesting. He films all the adventures. He lives, I think, somewhere up in Washington, and he likes to go to the state parks up there. And whenever he goes there, he always makes sure he does a vlog. About a week ago, he did one where he was walking a path. I think he said it was about 17 miles. And he did a review of an MRE, an actual military-grade MRE. So if you guys ever get a chance, make sure you check out his YouTube channel. It's called Nomadic Fanatic. And as you can see, my coffee is about done brewing. So I'm going to enjoy this coffee cup, and hopefully the next time you see me, we'll be at the pit fire. So talk to you guys in a little bit. Guys, so we just left the restaurant. The food was excellent this time, a lot better than last time. And Mom and I needed to stretch our legs, so we decided to head down to Dollar Tree. Just got a couple of things, nothing super spectacular, but one thing I did want to show you. Our Dollar Tree got the 200 pack of Scotties in again. These are 2-ply facial tissues. These are the real nice and soft ones. They don't have the lotion in there, but they are nice and soft, and 200 for $1. I mean, look how thick that is. You can't go wrong. They have different designs. It's kind of like a fall design. They had a beach scene, which I was actually kind of surprised for this time of year. And one other thing I wanted to show you guys real quick. I didn't even know Dollar Tree had these. K-Cups. These are Mountain High Coffee brand, breakfast blend. Let's see, it says medium roast cups. You get 4 for $1. And I'll try to do a review on this maybe tomorrow morning. Just trying to see where these are actually manufactured. These are manufactured for Dollar Tree. There it is, Brentwood, Tennessee. If you guys can read that, hopefully. And it's by the Mountain High Coffee Company. Now, a friend of ours that was at lunch said she tried these and she wasn't that crazy about them, but she likes very, very strong coffee. So I'll have to give my opinion on these. And the very last thing I got, I don't think I'm gonna be able to get it out, is a can of a nice sized can. This is 1 pound of Van Camp's baked beans. I actually haven't seen these in a long time. I remember we used to get these once in a while when we lived in New York, but never seen them since we got down here. So that'll be interesting. Maybe do that with burgers one night. But we're gonna head home now, and hopefully we'll be able to start that fire a little bit later. So talk to you guys in a little bit. Madame Roy back again. Well, as you can see, I got the fire going. It's going pretty nicely. I got the wood stacked just about right. You want to make sure you do it in like a slot and lever pattern so the fire has room to actually go through the wood. See, it's blazing pretty good right about now. And I wish I could have showed you guys the whole process, but it just got too dark, so you guys wouldn't be able to see anything anyway. But yeah, this should go good for at least a few hours. I had a lot of this wood that I think Dad salvaged from a project he had. I don't know if the fire's picking that up or not, but this wood was extremely dry, so all I had to do was get some kindling, which there was plenty of by that tree over there, throw that in the bottom with some rolled up newspaper, started that and lit that, and then went and put some of this wood on top, and then topped it off with that wood that we got last year. But yeah, I mean, it is really blazing right now. Gonna get everybody to come out here in just a couple of minutes, and all right, we'll have a good time. So I am out enjoying the fire. Mom and Dad actually haven't had a chance to get out here yet. Oh, I can't believe how easy that was to start. I was afraid that the big wood logs were totally waterlogged because of all the rain we've had recently, but as you can see, it looks like they're definitely catching. I wish I could tell you how bad this pit smells right now, because this is its what's the word I'm looking for? Initiation. This is the first time we've ever used this fire pit, and I get all the fumes from the paint burning off. It smells nasty, but it does feel good to actually have a bonfire. We haven't done this in over a year, and I just miss it. It's very relaxing to me to see the flames, you know, just, they're kind of mesmerizing, actually. Hear that crackle and pop from the wood, the sap in the wood. Just kind of gets me in the holiday spirit, Thanksgiving, Christmas. I feel like singing a Christmas carol right now, but I don't think that's a good idea with everything that's copyrighted nowadays. Hopefully Mom and Dad will be out in a few minutes to enjoy this. You know, hopefully, yeah, we'll see. They're both on the phone right now. Alright, so it's about 5-10 minutes later. Dad decided to come out and join me. Mom's, hopefully she's imminent coming down.
The fire is still going really nicely. I still cannot believe how dry that wood is, especially considering all the rain we've had the past month. But yeah, we're just sitting here enjoying this. Dad just informed me he's almost done with the 46th Plymouth. So you got all the wiring done. You're about to do the carpet. He was working with the pedal. You said you had to get a new cable for the gas pedal, right?
Yeah.
And that went well. Everything seemed to go in. Cool, cool. So next is the carpet, and then you guys will get to see the car. It's really coming along nicely. It's going to be a nice cruiser. Yeah, Dad mentioned if you look on the side, there's a star patterns, maybe about, what, every foot or so around it. It's really cool. You can see the coals through it. It's a cheap little fire pit, but it gets the job done, right? And luckily it was warm enough, or cool enough to do this tonight. The last week or so it's been warm at night. It's been close to 70 degrees at night. Right now I'd say it's probably about 55 or 56, so just about right for this. I personally would actually like it a little cooler, but I couldn't wait any longer.
Actually 52.
It is? Yeah. I don't know if you can go by what our weather station says. Did you get that at our weather station, or did you get it on the news?
62.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think that's a little bit off. And it's pushing 10 years old, so it's probably time to get that thing replaced. But yeah. I can actually hear I can hear the metal expanding and contracting from the heat. When I first got out here, the paint smell was almost unbearable when you first started this, because you know, whenever you have something new and it has to do with flames and there's paint on there, it's always a little bit that has to burn off. You know, I just noticed something, guys. I think this wood definitely adds some water in it. If you look real closely by the flames, you can actually see the steam coming off from where the water is vaporizing at the moment. So I guess these still had some moisture in it from all the rain we had, but the core was dry enough that they just burned like crazy. All right, guys, so Mom finally decided to come out and join us.
Hello.
She was talking to a good friend of hers. And you can see the fire is starting to die down a little bit. Probably out here another maybe 20 or 30 minutes or so. I'll go ahead and end the vlog here for today. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please remember to like and subscribe. And as always, what do we say?
Have a
Blessed day, everybody.
everybody.